Well, Lauren, according to Sheriff Mike Brown, it's going to cost about $73,000. That's how much he asked for from the Board of Supervisors this evening. It's to get a new deputy and some equipment, hopefully to monitor and stop gang activity from growing in Bedford County. Scouts got a chance to jump into planes like this Diamond Twin Star. Organizers hope the experience will spark an interest and they'll jump into the field of aviation. More than 150 people gathered in Blacksburg, gearing up to challenge Trump's plans for the next 4 years, including his plans to reverse President Obama's policies on immigration. Although experts are confident that all flowers from overseas are free from bug infestations, they still encourage local farmers to grow their own product. The fire department says hotspots will continue to smolder for days, even weeks. In the meantime, the business owner who didn't have insurance has to figure out what to do next. The church packs up the soup and brings it here to the Presbyterian Community Center. The goal is to feed at least 5,000 people, and the office manager says they surpass that goal every year. A sign mangled, a ceiling collapsed, rubble charred and covered in soot. A business is in ruins.
More than anything, in shock right now.
And a business owner shaken.
We got a phone call around 2:30 saying that the store was on fire. Got down here, I didn't know it was going to be this bad when we got here.
Mitch Haley's business, Alta Vista Appliance, caught fire Thursday morning. Jonathan Bryant's cell phone camera captured just how intense the flames were as fire crews worked to put them out. Bryant and neighbors who work next door say they're devastated this happened to the owners.
I'm very sorry. Very sorry. I hate to see something like this happen so close by.
When I first heard, I was really devastated. I was just really praying. I was worried for them.
Neighbors say the building meant a lot to the community. It was formerly a grocery and hardware store before Haley bought and renovated it 3 years ago. The owner tells me the building is a complete loss, but one bright spot is that no one was hurt, and they have another building they can operate from until this one is rebuilt.
That's my biggest hope, just to be able to overcome this and keep on moving as a business.
Haley not letting the fire that took his building take his spirit. It was here at Big Island Elementary School where the quick thinking of a teacher's aide saved a little boy's life. For Angelica Gutierrez, fondly known as Miss Angel, Tuesday morning started off as a typical day.
First do bus duty and greet all the kids, give them their hugs if they want them when they come in.
But when she entered the cafeteria, her typical day quickly changed.
I just happened to look over and at Caleb.
I got choked.
6-year-old Caleb Sims was choking. It was all caught on surveillance video. The first grader's big brother, Carson, was the first to leap into action.
His whole head was red. So I just took off running.
Carson started frantically patting his little brother on the back, trying to dislodge a banana stuck in his throat, all the while getting the attention of the teachers, including Miss Angel.
And I said, "Is he choking?" And the little boy's like, so something took over, instinct, I guess, and I just ran over there and snatched him up and did the Heimlich maneuver on him.
Afterward, Miss Angel says her emotions took over.
For about the first hour afterwards, I was in tears. I was shaking so bad, but it felt good to know that I helped him.
And although she doesn't consider herself a hero,
I was there at the right place at the right time. I mean, it's not a hero.
Caleb's family knows if she's not a hero, she's an angel.
There's nothing I can do to repay her for what she did for me.
Caleb's family is grateful Gutierrez knew the Heimlich maneuver and says this serves as a reminder that anyone around kids should know those life-saving procedures. Pink ribbons hang on the homes of this quiet Galax neighborhood in memory of 28-year-old Alyssa Kenny and 21-month-old Anastasia Alley.
Her absence is definitely strong.
Inside the home of Gracie Talley, the color pink is also on display on her kitchen walls. And just as colorful are the memories she has of the beloved mom.
She wanted to tell everyone about God. She wanted to make everyone smile. Anytime I ever had anything wrong with me, this chick was there or I was on the way to her.
And daughter.
She was so creative. There was a hump in a tree. She put her hand on it. She's like, tree butt, tree butt.
In May 2016, Richard Knopfsinger was arrested for allegedly murdering Alyssa and Anastasia. Currently, Knopfsinger is in federal prison, recently sentenced to 60 years for manufacturing and possession of child pornography. According to Galax police, Knopfsinger will still stand trial for the murder of the mother and child. A tragedy, Police Chief Ricky Clark says, forever changed his city.
Nothing had ever happened like that in that immediate vicinity. Speculation was terrible. The rumors on social media were rampant. I think it was good for the city as a whole the day that we made the arrest.
What he did is he took the biggest source of light out of this community.
Tally says Alyssa and Anastasia are heroes because in their death, they stopped a criminal.
She died with a memory and a purpose, and it's up to us that knew and loved her to keep that memory and purpose alive.
Tally tells me her goal is to make sure no one forgets Alyssa and Anastasia's name, and she hopes their story will help protect others from predators.
I feel like justice is going to come.
Holding back tears, it's an emotional day for Stephanie Stone. The man accused of killing 3 generations of her family is now in jail.
I think it is going to bring closure, but I also feel like it's going to take a long time. It was so very close. Sorry.
The Campbell County Sheriff's Office believes 31-year-old Martell Wooding murdered Stone's sister, Melinda Callahan, and her niece and great-niece, Francesca and Kadriana Lane. They say it happened 1 week before Christmas in Gladys. Authorities found their bodies in this burned-up mobile home they all shared on the 5400 block of Marysville Road.
Our worst fears became reality. 3 victims had lost their lives. A family changed forever.
There's not that much left of the victim's home, but there is this memorial left by family and friends with flowers and balloons with messages of love and how much they'll miss them. Deputies aren't releasing many details about exactly what happened that night, but they do say there was a history of domestic violence between Wooding and Francesca Lane. It's something the family's matriarch, Phyllis Reed, wishes she would have known.
Like if she had came to one of us, we would have called 911. Or either went and packed their stuff and moved them in with me to keep them away from it.
And while Reed is relieved Wooding is behind bars,
It just seemed like 1,000 pounds lifted off my shoulders.
it's certainly no consolation prize.
I want them back home. It's hard taking 3 of your family away from you at one time.
And with 3 of their loved ones gone, the family has one message for other victims of domestic violence.
Call 911 immediately and get out fast as you can.
React fast. It's just horrible for anybody to go through anything like that.
Wooding is locked up in the Campbell County Detention Center without bond.
Can I write my name?
Yep. One signature among many to show support for the Hope Center, a nonprofit mother, Tiffany Morris, brings her 5-year-old son Rodney to every day. She says the community center has done a lot for kids in the neighborhood.
They make these kids feel loved, they make them feel wanted, they make them feel important.
Morris and many others are sad and confused to learn the Hope Center closed this week. According to Executive Director Grover Price, they were pressured by the city to do so.
City organizations threatening to take us to court, threatening to chain our doors up. So we just decided to take it upon ourselves and close on our terms.
Price says the building they used was originally zoned in 1976 to be a laundromat. He says since then the building has been used as a church and barbershop. For the past year, he's used the building for such things as giving away free food, clothes, and after-school childcare. But now, he says, the city won't allow him to provide those services.
I can't speak to what happened, with the past uses. It possibly could be that they fit into the same classification as far as the building code is concerned.
Roanoke City's Director of Planning, Chris Chittum, says safety is a big concern. He says the Hope Center may not have enough exits, something Price quickly rejects.
One here, and one there. They're all visible from where I'm standing at, all 3 fire exits.
Chittum says the Hope Center also needs to submit a plan to receive a building permit for its current use. Price says he's done so twice, but says the city wants him to hire an architect to draw up the plans, something the nonprofit can't afford. In the meantime, parents are baffled at the whole situation.
Why take the one organization we have to help the inner city kids? Why give them a hard time? I think the community should be working together to help this program.